Greetings, people. It's time for another Rad Guide to Chadness. Today, we are going to talk about being handsome. Like being physically attractive. Alright, so the first thing you need to know about being handsome is, well, if you want to be handsome, like if you want to be attractive to the opposite gender or your own gender if you're homosexual, then you need to look natural, because humans evolved to like things that are natural. Makes sense, right? So, what does looking natural entail? First of all, you must have long hair. Having long hair is essential. Like, if you have short hair, no girl will ever find you attractive. Just like you probably won't find any girls with short hair attractive. Like maybe you do. I guess some people do. Anyway, if you want to be attractive, then you must have long hair. Second of all, you gotta have a beard. Yeah. You gotta have long hair and a beard. And it should be bushy and long. Yeah. So, I believe I've made myself clear. Those are the traits of a rad Chad. And also, another very important thing is, of course, muscles. Because women are biologically programmed to like muscles. It's a fact. So, yeah. In order to get big muscles, well, you know the drill. You gotta grind them weights, pump the iron, and also eat tons of protein and fat. That is gonna make you a really buff rad Chad that women like. Okay. So, that's that. Now, I should probably tell you about some things that you absolutely should not do. Alright. do not shave your penis or any of your body hair because it makes you look unnatural. It it makes, well, because in the natural kingdom, there are no animals that are bored. Except, of course, for pigs, but pigs aren't a natural creature. They were they were bred to be that way. Like boars are furry, and then people bred them into pigs, and 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 all the fur was gone. Like I guess there's I guess they're like some like species of like moors that are bored. But let's be real. Do you really want to look like that? Okay. So, do not shave your dick. Do not shave your body hair. And also, another thing is do not look smacks. Like, there are some people who do plastic surgeries to their face, or like there's a trend of like breaking their jawbones so like they regrow better. Well, don't do that. Looks maxing is bad. It 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 doesn't make you look handsome, it just makes you look unnatural. Like maybe it can make you look handsome in the short term, but it but then everything falls apart. Like, and then you end up uglier than before. So no looks maxing. Okay. All right. Well then. Now, here are some tips for the ladies. Okay. So, one tip is no makeup. Makeup is unnatural. And it honestly makes you look ugly. Yeah, makeup is ugly. It's a scam by the government to get you to waste money on useless products. Yeah. So no makeup. And also Do you know that once upon a time it was normal for women to have body hair? Yeah, yeah. Once upon a time, a girl with hairy armpits was perfectly normal. But then, some armpit razor companies showed up and they decided, hey, we should figure out a way to sell some armpit razors to these girls. But first, we need to make sure that they have a use for them, so they buy them. And then they came up with all this propaganda about how armpit hair is ugly, and then and all the hair on the arms must go if you're a girl. And it was it was anti-body hair propaganda for women. Well, anyway, now that I gave you the red pill, you can escape from the Matrix and realize that you don't need to shave your body hair anymore. In fact, you shouldn't. Go out there and you shouldn't shave your body hair. Go out there and show the world what a red-pilled Giga Chad girl you are. Okay. So, well, yeah. And another important thing you girls should realize is about haircuts. You know? Because when you have long hair, well, the only natural long-haired haircut is having your hair down. Everything else is unnatural. And as you probably already know, if you want to look beautiful, you gotta look natural. So you gotta have your hair down. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta have your hair down. As much as possible. Like if you are doing something important where you really can't have any hair in your face, then you should put it in a ponytail, but don't expect to be attractive when you do it. Well, unless of course, yeah. If you want to be attractive in a ponytail, like you can't have like it. Uh, it has to be a high ponytail, you know? Because if it's a low ponytail, well, you know, the purpose of a ponytail is to expose your face, and a high ponytail simply exposes more of the face. So it is better. Like a low ponytail, it exposes the cheekbones. But like a high ponytail also exposes the forehead. And so you should expose as much of your face as possible if you want to wear a ponytail. Like, you shouldn't wear ponytails, but if you want to do it, you gotta do it properly. Alright. Yeah. So you gotta have a high ponytail. Like Ariana Grande, you know? Yeah. Ariana Grande has a high ponytail. Just remember this haircut, it must be used in moderation because, well, it can put a strain on hair follicles. I've heard. I'm not really sure. Anyway, you should have your hair down most of the time. And if you have a ponytail, be sure to put it high. Like not so high that it's on the top of your head, but I'd say high enough that high enough at least that like there's like a straight line going from the top of your head to the top of your ponytail. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's it. This is my rad guide to chadness on being handsome. Some of you people might Oh, and also as a side note, men don't give a shit about the latest fashion trends that women are so crazy about. Yeah. They don't give a shit. So, okay. I just thought I'd say this. Okay, so also I like to say that in our community, men have no problem getting our sexual gratification from women because they frequently enough look appealing to us men. But the same cannot be said for women because they have a much harder time. Like imagine being a guy who is trying to find a date, but all the girls are bored or have a buzz cut. Well, that's how girls feel all the time. Yeah. Most men don't have long hair. And most men don't give a shit about handsomeness. And handsomeness and beauty in general, well, they're not really traits one should be focused on. But if our goal is to make our romantic partner happy, then well, looking good does a fine job of that. And we should ensure our partner's happiness. So it's important for men to finally start caring about women and grow long hair and beards. And maybe even exercise if they really want to look sexy. Okay. So that's it. Now Everyone knows how to look handsome. Oh, and also use contact lenses instead of glasses. Or get eye surgery. Alright? Now, that is all.